Hello everyone, this is Katie Lou, and I'm so upset at technology right now. I just tried to record this video, and I did some things that, I don't want to have to repeat because it's, irreplaceable memories, and my computer crashed, and the audio saved, but the video did not, but the video was the most important part anyway, because I've got my webcam recording. So anyway, redoing this video, it might be shorter now, I guess, but hello! This is my 5K subscriber video, and I'm doing a vlog. I've done one other vlog in this whole channel's lifetime, and I'll be talking about that in a minute. But there's a very specific reason that I'm doing this as a vlog, and I'm doing 5K, this milestone specifically. It was very important to me personally for a reason I will explain right now. So first I gotta tell a sad story. So a year ago, last June, when I was finishing Overgrowth, I was just about to record Overgrowth Part 3, I had the worst week of my life, and I'm not exaggerating in any way when I say that. Basically, from a Monday to Friday time, I learned that a close personal friend of mine who I grew up with attempted to commit suicide, and she was hospitalized. I then learned, a day or two later, that I would be losing my job, and that was the first job I had in the field that I studied to be in, my first big girl job and everything. So that happened. And then that Friday, another friend of mine who I'd met online, who I was talking with her a few times a week, and I met her about 6 months before, and she was actually just talking about starting her own YouTube channel and maybe doing Undertale as her first Let's Play. She got in a severe car accident, and I learned the day after, that Saturday, that she would not be making it. And that Saturday, that same day, was the day I finished recording Overgrowth, Part 3. And so I made a vlog that day, because I just needed to explain everything that was going on. I needed to explain why there would be a delay before Overgrowth. And I shared that on YouTube. I'll link it in the description so you can see it if you want to see a sad, weepy me from about a year ago. And I shared it on Facebook as well, my personal Facebook. I think I was just trying to reach out to people. When I have problems, I either try to hide them and conceal them, or I completely overshare. It's like a binary switch with me. I can do one or the other. And so I ended up just sharing everything and put it on Facebook, and I got a lot of feedback from family and friends and lots of people. And about a month later, because I'm bad at checking my mail, I noticed I had these things in the mail. My sister-in-law, Brittany, she sent me this lovely card that says just tons of bracing things in it and just lots of wonderful things that she said to help me get through all that. And she also sent this little notebook that hopefully the camera will focus on it. It says, dreams I wish came true, but haven't yet. And I've received a lot of notebooks and sketchbooks in my life, because I was always the, I'm sorry, I'm preening, as I'm looking at myself in the recording. I've received a lot of, notebooks and sketchbooks over the course of my life, because I was always the artsy one in the family, so anytime anyone needed, an easy gift for me, they gave me, sketchbooks, notebooks, colored pencils, anything like that. And so I've accumulated a lot, so I've gotten this bad habit where I get a notebook and I start using it for a purpose, and then I immediately stop, because it's just, I'm not in the habit of using a lot of notebooks. I live off my computer, obviously. So basically, I wrote down a goal after that, and this would have been about last July that I finally got around to doing this. And that goal was, and there's other things written here too, which that's because the video crashed before and I was supposed to write these things on the video, cover them up. 5K subscribers is what I wrote. And I chose that number for a very specific reason. I think I had about over 1,000 subscribers at the time, and I thought, 2,000 would be a pretty near and easy goal to do. I could probably do that in a few months, I knew. And so I chose 5K because while the thought of having an easy to obtain goal was very appealing to me, because I'm a bit of a lazy person, I decided, okay, I want this to be a little more enduring. I want this to be a little more important. Oh, excuse me. And I wanted something I really have to work for, because I kind of felt like even if I stopped making videos right after Overgrowth, I feel like I would have eventually hit 2,000 after that anyway, just from the residual popularity of that. And I wanted a number that I would have to work for, and I'd have to keep making videos and keep upping the ante and keep these things going in order to get. So that's why I chose 5K. So a couple weeks ago, I got close and I hit it, and unless 300 or so people have bailed now, I am at 5,000. And I remembered this because it ended up on my bookshelf, which I didn't know at the time. And I ended up like tearing apart my apartment looking for this notebook. So I was like, I remember this. I remember I wrote 5K and I wanted to cross it, like check it off on video, and it was going to be amazing. And then technology had to fail on me. So in the previous version of this video that no longer exists, I wrote a new goal, 15K subscribers plus Patreon ? Because a couple people have asked me about Patreon, and from what I've noticed from other channels, it only really becomes viable at around 15 to 20K subscribers, so I wouldn't consider Patreon until I got about to that point. I think at 10K would be a bit tempting, but I think I would hold off after that. And that's kind of how I feel about the 15K number as well. Like 10K feels like a nice even round number. It's the double digits. But this is me officially saying I will do no more subscriber milestone videos until 15K, as written in the dream book that has a banana on the back. There's one more goal that I was still covering up there, and this is more to my brother and sister-in-law personally, for things that they've been struggling with lately and things that I really just feel for them so much. So I also wrote niece or nephew by any means necessary. And they'll know what that means more than anything else, and that's kind of a personal, indulgent thing. And I will keep you updated on that if y'all care that much. But I'm not centered. There we go. So yeah, those are my new dreams that have not, that I wish came true, but haven't yet. But I'm working on it. There's all work in progress. And you know, so far, we've got 100% success rate on this list. So we're doing good. I believe in the 15K. I believe in the niece or nephew by any means necessary. So that's awesome. Yay. One more thing I wanted to bring up in this video is just something I was kind of thinking. Oh, first, what do I want to mention first? So first, I'll reward you with some news about hand plates stories that will affect you right now after I tell this little anecdote. So today, Starbot Dubs did a, she answered a question on Tumblr. Someone had asked, why are you doing so much Overwatch now? Because Starbot Dubs has done so much Undertale stuff, or that's kind of how her channel started and got big. And she basically answered, like, I like Overwatch. And that she was, I kind of skimmed over because I was at work, so I don't remember if she said she was tired. I don't think she was tired of Undertale, but it's definitely like she wants to branch out, and that makes total sense. And so I got to thinking about my channel as well, and right now it's like all Undertale, because I really like Undertale at the time, and there's still a lot of great content I want to cover, and I'm not tired of it. It takes a lot to get me tired of something, obviously, and so I'm not tired of Undertale at this point, but I realize that will happen eventually. I will run out of content that I want to do, and I will eventually grow out of Undertale, but I want my channel to last longer than that. And I realize when that happens, I'll probably lose interest. At this point, my view counts have only been going up and everything, but they will go down because of that. And that just it's what happens in the course of a channel. I totally know and understand and accept that. And I was just kind of thinking about other things I could do in the future. And one of them is like classic books. So like anything public domain I could do really as far as reading. So like Pride and Prejudice and Huck Finn, Tom Sawyer, Sherlock Holmes. I also thought about and one cool thing that I wanted to mention about that was audiobooks have helped me personally understand those stories as well, because like they're really great classic stories, but they can be kind of hard to read if you're not used to that syntax, especially stuff like the Jane Austen books like Pride and Prejudice. So I had tried to read Pride and Prejudice many times, and I just couldn't get into it, and I couldn't understand what was going on and keep track of the really long sentences and that people were saying and that sort of thing. But once I listened to it on audiobook, it made so much more sense, and that's kind of what got me hooked on them, because it opens up a broader context. You understand things more. You have someone who knows the inflections that need to be made and knows what character is speaking, so you can help keep track of it. So if I can eventually someday offer that service to other people, that would be awesome, because like, you can look up Pride and Prejudice anywhere online right now and read it, and same thing with Sherlock Holmes and all that. But audiobooks, since they take so much more time and production and energy, those are harder to find for free, legitimately. So I'm hoping to eventually maybe do that with my channel. And then there's other comics. And, comics, speaking of that, the video that I put out today, the Asgore Sings a Song one, that one was majorly delayed because I forced myself to use Adobe Premiere to edit it. And I used Adobe Premiere for a very specific reason, because it is much faster than After Effects, which is the software that I'm familiar with. It's much faster to edit comic dubs with. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. That is my major hint there for other future things to come. So basically that's why I wanted to say, like, yeah, I am gonna grow out of Undertale someday, and that's fine. But until then, I'm still going to be doing stuff. Actually, after The Scientist, there was already a non-Undertale story I had planned on doing if I can get the voice actor that I wanted to. Someone's poking me on Discord, or someone's saying stuff on Discord. So if I can get the voice actor I want, then hopefully I can do a huge non-Undertale story. And by huge, I mean word count-wise, it is 50% longer than Flowey's Not a Good Life Coach, which was about 11 hours. By the time you get to the epilogue. So that would be a big project, and that's really exciting. And I would love to do that if I can get the voice actor I need, or someone who can do the voice that I need. So there's that. And so yeah, that's kind of the abridged version of what I said before. I'm kind of like reviewing the stuff that I said in the previous video and trying to remember and cram it all in. Other thing, the hand plates thing, the thing I teased you about, like, okay, so here's your reward for making it this far in the video. I'm about to record, hopefully, I don't have much time left, since I recorded this video once already. I will be recording more hand plates. I'm going to be reading 3 hand plate stories that are going to come out hopefully later this week. In as much as I usually make my promises when I say later this week. But I've recorded 1 already, there's 2 I still have to record, as well as the Papyrus lines, because I recorded it late at night, and Papyrus is loud. And I hate to plague my neighbors with a late night Papyrus screaming, crying, etc. Hopefully it doesn't spoil too much about what's going on. A little bit of yelling, a little bit of crying. But basically 3 hand plate stories coming up. Recorded 1 already. 1 is already available in a text format that you can read, and I'll be linking that in the description. I gave into peer pressure on Tumblr, and by peer pressure I mean one person who asked, can you release the stories on AO3, which is the site that I put it on, in advance? And I said, I've been thinking about that, and part of what I like about doing my own stuff is I know when you all see the video, it's the first time anyone's read it. Like with The Scientist, anyone could have read it. With Flowey's Not a Good Life Coach, a lot of people have read it already. So when I make the content, then it can be the first time you've experienced it in the video, which is really cool to me, and I don't want to give that up. But because it's 3 stories and because I'm needy and attention seeking, I did go ahead and put 1 online for you to read. And it'll be the first one I read in the set of 3. So I'll link that down there. So thank you everyone for 5,000 subscribers. I guess I'll just wrap this up now. I think that covered everything. I did the book, I did the thing, and the Starbot thing. So yeah, we're good. So thank you for 5,000 subscribers. Thank you for all your support and patience. I never make my deadlines, but regardless of that, you all you're so patient and you're so supportive, and you understand that I'm a human and I throw hissy fits sometimes, and I just want to play Overwatch sometimes, and I do stay up all night when I need to, but y'all are just so patient. I appreciate that, and it's really helping me grow as a person. I deal with a lot of anxiety that I've only recently begun to accept, and just this constant positive force behind me, and knowing that if I fall, you guys aren't going to stomp me into the ground, and you'll just be supportive and loving, is just really awesome. And I'm hoping to pay you all back in full over time just for all of this. And so I'll see you at 15,000 subscribers. This will be the last time I do anything this self-indulgent and such for a while, or not. I'm not really sure. So see you all next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Love you, Craig and Brittany. Love you, Tabitha and everybody. Bye-bye.